analyzing financial aspects in a standing loan. When we're going to finance our strategy or project, we have a possibility, usually, of taking a loan. And here we have three different types of loan, and what we will talk about here in the next 5 minutes is the standing loan. The conditions you can see here, we have a loan of 100,000, 8% in interest, has to be paid back after 3 years, and we have payments every month. So we can make the overlook of the amortization over here, and it will be over 3 years each month. So that's 36 payments we'll have to make, and we have a standing outstanding debt when we start of 100,000. The interest rate we have to pay the first month is 8% divided by 12, because it was 8% per annum per year, and now we pay per month. So every month we will have to pay 666, and the total payment will be interest rate plus installment, and that will be 0 because it's a standing loan. Standing loan is known as a loan where you don't pay installments, you pay the full outstanding amount at the end of the period. So actually we can copy this down, because it's the same we're going to pay until the very last one, because here we have to pay 100,000 back. Okay, so this is the amortization, bringing down the debt of a standing loan. Over here you can see how the effective interest has been calculated, because 8% per year, calculating one time a year, is not the same as 8% divided by 12 and then calculated 12 times, because we now calculate also the interest of the calculated interest. So we do that 12 times. So we take the 8% divided by 12 and calculate it 12 times, giving 8.3%. So this is the effective rate. I could also say now, if it was quarterly, the 8% would have to be divided by 4, and then I will multiply it 1 plus the interest rate 4 times, and then it would be a little less. I can show you here, if I have 100 and I will calculate the interest rate and add it on. I will say the 100 times 1, then I have the 100 again, plus the 8% divided by 4. So we put on an extra. Yeah, 8 divided by 4, that's 2. So I have 2% this time. But now again, if I take 2% of this one, I will have another 2 plus 2% of the 2. And the third time, and the fourth time. So after a year, I will have an interest of 8.24. And this is the effective interest rate here of 8.24. So this is the standing loan. Now we have something called yearly cost percentage. And that is if we had an extra cost. Bankers are very clever, and they can say that, we have a cheap rate here, 8% per year, and when they then pay out the loan, they say, by the way, we have a commission, so we'll deduct 20,000 as a commission for establishing this loan for you. But it's a cost, it's not a rate. So the interest, it's not an interest. So the interest rate is still 8%. but we'll come back to that later. So this is the effective interest rate, the nominal interest rate per year, and this is the amortization of a standing loan. So that was about standing loans.